Right, so you all know about youth clubs and how the money's getting cut for it?
Yeah.
15-year-old youth leader Tasha Price urging younger youth clubbers in Dorchester to spread the word about budget cuts.
Some of our little year 8s have done petitions in their schools. We've gone to schools, told them about what's happening and told them to help us out, and they have.
This centre in Dorchester hosts a variety of different age groups, from youngsters with special needs, younger children like the Year 7s using the facilities today, to local teenagers.
I think it's actually pretty good because it gets us off the streets and that, without us not causing trouble. So we get to come here. It's warm as well, so we're not causing trouble, as I said.
On Friday,
the young activists have had great success in drumming up publicity, securing 2 front-page leads in the local paper.
People say young people don't get involved in politics, but you're really engaging in the local democratic process, aren't you? How have you found that?
I found it quite an experience. It kind of helps me with future things. This is a starting point, and this is quite big, and I've just been thrown in at the deep end, and it's quite a good experience, but really scary at the same time.
With the council proposing to take more than £1 million from the £2.2 million youth services budget, the future of this and 21 other youth centres across Dorset is uncertain.
What's the youth service going to look like a year from now?
I can't tell you what it will look like in a year's time, but what we need to do is work on some principles which mean that young people have access to the services they need when they need them. It's about making sure that the limited budget that we have available is spent in the best possible way in providing a youth offer for our young people.
8 miles up the road from Dorchester and into the countryside, Cerne Abbas is a small, isolated rural village. And for more than 50 local youngsters, the weekly Village Hall Youth Club provides a real focus, something to do on a Friday night.
When you're at school and you've had a hard day and stuff, when you go to youth club, you can just kind of forget about it. It's just fun to be there because you do all the fun activities.
There's a lot of my friends go, and it's quite fun to be with them more than I would normally.
And what if it goes?
I'd probably just be sat at home really bored and stuff, because it's quite nice on a Friday night to do something. Sit on my tablet and not be really antisocial and not talk to anybody. I wouldn't really like it, not go every Friday like I normally do now.
Only 10% of our young people access a youth centre, and some of the more vulnerable young people that really need to be in touch with our services aren't accessing them. So we need to find a much better way of providing the right level of service for most young people.
The Labour group on the County Council opposes the planned cuts.
The problem is for our young people in Dorset, they're in remote communities. Very often they can't reach their friends in the other side of town, and so the youth centre is a natural meeting place. It's going to be a pretty boring existence if they're not able to mix socially with their own friends.
Because my daughter loves going to youth club so much, she said, if I don't have this one, Mum, will you take me to the one in Dorchester? So main town. Again, it's the getting there, the getting back, and it's just, we want something for our children here in the villages.
It's part of a larger picture, like the shops and the businesses and the schools, but it gives our children the opportunity to do something in the village. There's precious little opportunities for that outside of the youth club.
The consultation into the planned budget cuts ends this Tuesday, and youth club users will be giving up the start of their half-term to march through Dorchester, gathering signatures on a petition and getting the message across to the council. Hands off our youthie.